So for today's video, I'm going to go through something a bit new, actually. So if you've been following us for any length of time, you'll know that trend signal in our 16-year history is all about turning points, it's about trends, it's about momentum. And what I'm going to give you is a little sneak peek into a brand new trading strategy that we're going to be introducing to our students over the next few weeks. And it's looking at the 4-hour chart, and really what it is, it's an extension to our already well-established S4 and S5 strategies. And what we're really seeing here is that there's a lot of movement in the markets that we're just not picking up on. So let's get into it. Let's find that spark of momentum. Let's find those turning points. And if we can get on the right trends, get on the right momentum, then we're going to be on the right side of the market. So really the question comes down to, how do we do it? And it doesn't have to be all that complicated. What I've got in my chart here, simple chart really for euro dollar on the 4-hour. Now 4-hour is very much an underrated time frame, and it means you don't have to spend a lot of time on the charts, but you're getting in, you're getting out over sort of a day, half a day, maybe 2 days max with your trades. But also in terms of time, you're just looking at the markets for 10-20 minutes, 2 or 3, 4 times a day. So you're sort of dipping in and out of the market as your schedule allows, really. But what I've got is a possible entry point here on euro dollar. Let's just keep it really simple, shall we? When this line changes from red back to green again, what this algorithm is basically doing is it's indicating the momentum of that market. So what we're seeing here is that is a turn up. We're now expecting then prices to have a burst of movement higher. If it doesn't go to plan, then we cut that trade quickly. But you can see here with euro dollar, 1 bar, 2 bar, massive move, and it was actually a really nice profitable trade. Now on a 4-hour chart, particularly something like euro dollar, you're not going to be expecting 200, 300, 400 point moves. They're just not really going to happen. They do, don't get me wrong, because actually we've seen it over the last few days. But here we're interested in playing the probabilities, and something like the ATR or up to the top of this price channel, it's a pretty good target, and you're in that for 4 8 hours. That's 2 candlesticks, you can put your target in, and it's a great trading opportunity. And what I want to do is just take a moment to have a look at a few of the other key markets that we can trade. Let's see how those movements have been taking place with a very simple entry. And I say this all the time to my students. You know, trading doesn't have to be complicated. A lot of the hard work goes into actually the algorithms that we use in the first place, the testing and so on. At the point of use though, it doesn't have to be complicated at all. In fact, principally, I prefer a simple at the point of use strategy, because the more simple it is, the more likely we are to follow the strategy properly and to get it right. So what we're looking for is a simple to follow entry point that we can then manage that trade to help us to pick up bigger and better profits. So let's have a quick look then at a few more trades. Let's go with something like sterling dollar. And again, there's been some great moves on there as well. Now you've got a classic on the sell there, a classic S4 trade there with the arrow. But again, the indicator turning from green to red. We've got a classic sell trade on this new 4-hour charts trading strategy. We call it the accelerated 4-hour strategy. It's not a particularly catchy name, but it doesn't really need to be. And again, a nice fluid move down on those markets there. And again, a buy trade here on sterling dollar as well. And here we are from a long at 128.16. We're about 100 points higher than that now. What are we taking out of that? Again, you're going to look for the ATR, that sort of thing, to help you to pick up the right trades. But what we're going to do is take a look at a few more markets as well, because whilst that's foreign exchange, we can also apply this to stock indices as well. Something like the Dow, you know, moving on really nicely. In fact, you know, at one point this market up a good sort of 800 points or so. The ATR 648, so it's done it, and it's done it really, really quickly as well. We're not necessarily expecting a lot more than that, but it was a nice profitable trading opportunity. Moving back to the previous sell, you know, there, look at that move. That's at 2 a.m. No one's trading at 2 a.m. for goodness sake, but this one, 6 p.m., 20th of February, and a significant fall. Listen, we're not expecting traders to stay in these moves for the full duration, but what it is an entry point. And look how that market fell. Look at this one. Again, that is an entry point, and look how the market fell. So interestingly, again, got to make this point, whilst that's a S5 trade at 2 a.m., we don't take the 2 a.m. trades. Why? Because, well, I don't know about you, but I'm tucked up in nunites at the time. So I'm certainly not going to be taking reversals that are traded on thin market volatility and so on, volumes, etc. But again, a nice move. What about gold? Gold's been a really, really big mover over the last few days. And, you know, we can actually see it on the charts here. Lovely sell move. Movement down, indicators turning from green to red again. This is sparking the entry. This is sparking the momentum. And we're like, oh, wow, okay, that's moving and it's moving in that direction. So we're looking to jump on that. Classic human nature is to trade against that. Why? Because we want to be right. We want to be clever. We want to be that guy who's, you know, bought the low and all that sort of stuff. Actually, the safe way to trade, really the right way to trade, is to join it. Is to sell low and to buy it back lower. Is to buy high and to buy it back higher. Buy low, sell high, low and high, they are relative terms, okay? So this might well be low compared to where it was, but that's even lower, and that's the point. This is a good buy here from 2 p.m. on the 3rd of March. Look at the rally that then took place. Crucially, the momentum was triggered. Then it's a question of saying, oh, okay, right, let's join that momentum. Let's jump on that moving train, if you like, and let it ride us out to a great profit there. And this one, you know, it's the best part of 300 or 400 points there. You're not going to get all of that. You know, you're really not. This was about, for the ATR, 187 points there. That's plenty. I mean, that really is. And what I don't want to do is do these sessions and say in these videos and say, oh yeah, we get every single pip of that. You're not going to do it. What you got to play is the probabilities. It's not realistic to even assume you're going to get all of it. But the ATR, the average true range, absolutely. Why not? That's a typical movement that's expected from a market in a bar, you know, from the high to a low. So $18.7 move, well, that's 187 points. And it did about $40 or 400 points there. So it's a great profitable trading opportunity. So look, I'm going to leave it there, but really, the thing I'd like to get across is one core concept in each of these videos. Today's video is about momentum. Find momentum, ride momentum. Don't fight it and don't trade against it. That's one surefire way of losing money. This new strategy we're going to be launching within the next couple of weeks is all about finding that momentum and allowing traders to jump on and swim with the current. Okay, I'm mixing my metaphors probably, but you get what I mean. Have a great week's trading, everybody. All the best.
If you would like more information about trading the right way, Trend Signal is giving you the opportunity to see and hear about its services live at a free online seminar. Take a look at the Trend Signal website for the latest events and to book your free place.